Yeah, so I kind of mentioned this off stream and off recording a little bit that this was this is a game that I played when I was growing up, and I think that it actually really did inform my sense of humor, at least to a little bit. Like, there's a lot of things that are right up my sense of humor. Even to the point where I still think I actually say words like skeleton and stuff like that occasionally. Have you heard me say that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so skeleton and skeleton and stuff like that came from the MMO that originally launched these people into, I guess we'll say obscurity. I think is probably the best way to describe it. But yeah, I don't know. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head that I can identify. Like, yeah, that totally came from Kingdom of Loathing. But you can kind of see how the general gist of it, if you know me very well, like you can totally trace back like a lot of influence to this specific game. I'm sure you can, right?
A little bit here and there.
Yeah, it's not the most influential thing. I'd say like the thing that influenced my sense of humor the most of all was probably like old school Simpsons.
Yes.
But this like definitely didn't not contribute. Anyway, let's check out the poker room now. These are the rules. Rules of poker, followed by hundreds of weird rules in tiny print. Read one of them. Any player holding 4 fours must remove their hat. Read another. Jacks are wild unless accompanied by a pair of 8s of clubs. Read another. A 6 must be replaced with a pair of queens. Oh god, I thought I was just bullshitting in the tutorial town. It turns out the lore of this game, like, the pair of 8s of clubs? What is it? I don't get it.
There's only one 8 of clubs in a deck.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's right. Yeah, so I guess the lore of this game is that poker just doesn't make any sense. A 6 must be replaced with a pair of queens. A player with more than 13 cards in their hand must swap cards with the player on their left. Read another. A straight beats a flush. Isn't that like a normal poker rule? I'm pretty sure that's... Yeah, a straight is worth more than a flush. I'm not even going to read that one. There's an empty seat at this table. This table is full up. No room at this table. This table is empty. So I guess I'm going to play quote-unquote poker. You sit down at the poker table. A dealer emerges from somewhere in the back and sits down next to you. Lady to your right introduces herself as May, and the player to your left says his name is Lucas. The dealer tells you that the ante is 20 meat. Ante up. The dealer gives the deck a shuffle and then deals. A hand of cards glides across the table to you. It's a totally garbage hand, a jack of clubs and 3 threes. It's the first round. The pot is 60 meat, and you estimate your chances of winning at around 10%. I can do glamorously raise, which requires 3 glamour. Or I can do a check, which is plus 10% win chance. I'm going to glamorously raise. You wink at Lucas and plop 20 more meat down on the table. You lose 20 meat. Move on to the next round. Uh-oh. I thought I had 2 moxie. Second round of betting, the pot is 120 meat, and you estimate your chance of winning around 10%. Check. May checks. Lucas grins, then checks. Move on. It's your last round of betting. Time to do or die. The pot is 120 meat, and your estimated chances of winning at 20%. I will forcefully strategize. You grunt and strain and tear one of your cards in half. Now you have 2 of that card. 20% chance, so I'm sitting at a nice, happy 40% chance of winning. That's not very promising. Reveal your cards. I lose. Oh, I gain! I won! You grin and reveal your hand. A full house. I gather my haul. Ante has been raised to 25. Ante up. Okay, it's a pretty decent hand. I have a 30% chance of winning. I will cleverly strategize. Plus 20% win chance. So I'm at a 50% chance of winning. I will glamorously strategize. Okay, so I have a really good chance of winning now. It's 70%. I will moxiously raise this time. Okay, I gain 150 meat this time. Ante of 30 meat. You frown and reveal a California flush. May shrugs as she reveals a Utah flush. Lucas turns over a Mexican flush. You win. Yay. Let's do another round of this. Mostly because I'm winning. Okay, a pretty decent hand of tray of spades and a suicide jack. Let's do Moxiously strategizing. And let's do another round of Moxious strategizing. And I have a 70% chance of winning, or I can raise. Let's do a clever raise. Because I think I'm going to win. I did. Okay. Ante up again. What were these? A straight beat a royal full house and a full house. Is that's decidedly not the way that poker works, right? God, it's been so long since I played. I don't even remember what hands beat what. This is how a gambling addiction starts, Bird. Well, it's a totally garbage hand. You know, if I were a professional poker player, I would be very good at moxiously raising and forcefully strategizing, so I think I'd be okay. So plus 20% win chance. Plus 20% win chance. Plus 20% win chance. Oh, I lost. Oh, I only had a Mexican flush, which lost to the, lost to the regular flush. Boo! Can I play another round? Okay, ante up. Oh, this got harder. I see. I'm gonna fold. And, we're gonna run away. Okay, so I guess the stats get harder and harder as the ante increases, which, that makes a lot of sense to me. I still walk away with, I think I probably, walked away with about 100 meat profit, but I don't really remember. It also does not seem like it's gonna matter in the long run. Okay, what do I feel like doing at the start here? Oh, I need to go to jail. I haven't been to jail yet. Howdy, are you the sheriff? No, we currently don't have a sheriff. I guess I'll offer to be sheriff. Do you have any law enforcement experience? Or, not really. Have you been to sheriff's school? No. Do you have any existence relationship with Dirtwater's local government? Are you familiar with all the local ordinances? Do you even live here? No. Then what, may I ask, in Tar Nation makes you think you'd be qualified to be the sheriff? You just assumed that you could mosey into town and become sheriff on your first day. Well, when you put it that way. She snorts. If I had 5 meat for every wide-eyed protagonist-looking kid who wanders in here thinking they're the most important tenderfoot to ever strap on iron, I wouldn't need this dead clerking job. Sorry. It's okay. Like I said, happens all the time. Need any help so you find a good sheriff? Sure, if you're any good with a gun, there's always somebody in need of some justice. Wanted posters are back there. Cells are over yonder. She points off behind her and off to the right, respectively. It's a wanted poster. No, wait. You misread. It's a wasted poster? Close enough. The poster reads, Wasted, the Stripy Hat Gang, for grand theft, paint, and tasteless hat vandalism. Last seen in the vicinity of Cavern Canyon. Wow, brain. I am very tired. 1,000 beat reward. Interesting. Dirty rotten paint thieves and low down, no fashion sense hat vandals despicable. Want to go after them? Yes. Okay, and then what's this one? It's a wanted poster, or a wanted poster, if accuracy is important. It says wanted, the House in the Desert Gang, for mortgage non-payment, squatting, and general public nuisance. Also for murdering 2 collection agents. Last seen at the House in the Desert. Well, they're aptly named. You wonder if the house is named after them, or if they're named after the house. In any case, at least the location is unambiguous. Want to go after them? Yes. Discovered new map location. I assume the cells are going to be of total non-descriptitude. Huh. It's a ghost jail cell. I wonder if that's more or less effective at ghosts. Or people. I bet the game will probably say something like that. It's kind of weird playing a game with the exact same sense of humor as you, because you can think through things before they happen. Kind of like making a weird point about, like, the Desert and the House Gang, and then the game immediately making the exact same point that you just made. I'm gonna move on. Okay, so I can go to a crap ton of places. This is clearly Canada. You can tell because it's got all these trees in it. And this is clearly the desert. You can tell because it's got all this sand in it. The desolate... Holy shit, this map is enormous. Oh, good God. Oh, it's not that big. Okay. Well, if I click on somewhere, I assume I will... Oh. You notice a trail of burnt vegetarian off the side of the trail. Which can only mean one thing. A hellcalf is grazing nearby. Track it down. We got to jump on him this time. Okay, so let's kill the juvenile hellcalf. And let's see what Pete will do. 5 damage or a pep talk, which raises all my stats by 2. Okay, bash. Oh, that dealt a lot of damage to him. I love how the lore of this game is that when the cows came home was like this demonic apocalypse that happened to this world. Alright, Grit leveled up by... Grit reached its next level. I gained Putrid Cow Bile. I also gained a Brass Bull Ring, 34 meat, and I also used my skinning knife to get... Oh, did I say burnt vegetarian?
Yes, you did.
It's been... Okay, I've done a lot of overtime work lately, and I also worked straight through the weekend. For the past 3 weekends. So I am done mentally right now. I am on the thinnest of vapors at this point. Let's go on. I thought you were laughing because I said burnt vegetation correctly. And you were like, haha, weed joke.
No, you said vegetarian.
Oh my god. Good times. As you dismount and approach the house where the bandits are holed up, you hear a voice from the inside say, "What was that?" Uh-oh. Looks like you're gonna have to be sneaky if you want to avoid a full-on fracas. Sneaky is my middle name. Wait, really? No, I was just kidding. Okay, so this is the house in the... Oh my god. Or no. That's fat guy walking around. Oh, I walked into so many cactuses that I gained +5 maximum HP. So anyway, what's sneaking music? It's like This doghouse contains an angry dog. Weigh my options. You're not going to be able to get past without alerting the gang. Back off for now. Okay. Let's try again. So the sound of it, you'd say this doghouse contains an angry dog. I guess I'm going to say this doghouse contains an angry dog. Very funny. You're not going to be able to get past it without learning the gang inside the house. Alright, I'm going to fight the dog, I guess. Oh. What? They said... What? There's... Okay. I guess the doghouse actually contained 3 bandits who are going to fuck my shit up. Oh, they only hurt Pete. Never mind. Pete's not a problem. He can die. The dog barked and alerted the crew. Oh, it's fine. I guess stealth missions that end immediately in total disaster are perfectly acceptable. Alright, let's get to just getting through the rest of this fight. Not much to say here. I have to say the combat is paper thin, which is a little bit unfortunate. Maybe it gets better. Maybe I should have gone into hard mode. I don't know. But like, this is decidedly pretty shitty combat, which is okay by me because the Kingdom of Loathing MMO had also horrendous combat, so this doesn't really change that sort of tradition, at least. So I got probably a better gun. This is a fancy 6 gun. You might even go so far as to rate it a 7 gun. It's, +1 Moxie, so it'll probably do more damage. I also gained Black Boots, which is +1 Moxie, which is my character's main stat. And I gained a bag of ears and such. He didn't feel like carrying the entire House in the Desert gang back to town, so he just took a few bits. Muscle. Muscle level up. The dog has wandered off in search of some better masters. Huh. I guess well, that went poorly in terms of avoiding combat. It went great in terms of charging headlong right into combat. See, phrasing like that is where this game's humor infected me, I think. Alright, your heart skips a beat as you spy a floating cow skull in the middle distance. Oh my god, I can't read anything. Approach it. Let's kill this cow skull real quick. But yeah, that's sort of like turnabout-y kind of wordplay that I'm very, very fond of. Is very much a product of this game's humor, I think. Alright, cow fangs, brass bull ring, and I got more moxie on this level. Very nice. This game is also the game where I learned the words moxie and chutzpah, so I do owe the game that, because I do say chutzpah. When I first played this game, I thought that the word chutzpah was pronounced chutzpah. And I was like, Mom, what does chutzpah mean? And she was like, what are you saying? And she wasn't able to figure it out. So I went to my best friend's mom, who also played Kingdom of Loathing, and I asked her what chutzpah meant. And she was like, oh, that's pronounced chutzpah. And I was like, can you say that again? And she was like, chutzpah. I was like, what is that? What is that H sound? I'd never heard it my entire life. Wow.
You're part Jewish.
Huh?
You're part Jewish.
Well, yeah, I mean, I am now.
Yeah. Now that you know.
At the time, I actually didn't know. I learned more about my ancestry in high school than I did, which is actually after I played this game. That's kind of that's a completely disconnected story, so... what am I doing back here? Oh, okay. Let's go to the jail, turn in this quest, and then that'll probably end out this episode here. Give her what's left of the Desert House gang. I'll take your word for it. Good job. Thanks a bundle. Oh, interesting. So that could put another reward up, another wanted poster. You've already dealt with them. Cool. I wonder if they're actually going to put anything in these jail cells. Huh. Wanted. The Potomkin Gang for unlicensed civil engineering and flaunting of construction regulations. Last seen in an unregistered settlement north of Dirtwater. Suspicious city these guys are hiding out in. Sure. Okay, cool. Got it. Alrighty, so that's going to wrap it up here. So thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all... potentially, I guess the next recording session of this will probably be on Monday, so if you want to see it live, I would say watch it on Monday, but by the time this episode goes up, it'll be like Thursday, so I don't know. You figure it out.